Okay, there we go. Now, what I should have done before I did that, so erase all those, go back step to where we don't have any of those, go to polygon mode, select these polygons right here, and select these these right here. And you can select these two if you want to. Okay. Now go back to points mode, go to your knife tool, and re-add those cuts. There we go, there, and there, and one there, and one there. That was wrong. Needs a little bit closer than that. There we go. Both of those need to be a little bit closer. There we go. There we go. Add it over here. One over here. This side don't matter. We're going to erase it anyways, but we're just doing it so that we can keep consistent on how we're doing this. Now go back to polygon mode. Now why I did that, went back and took all the lines out and did that, is I pre-selected these polygons, so when I came back to the polygon mode after I made the cuts, I didn't have to go in here with the live selection tool and spend all this time trying to get the polygons I needed. Now, what we want to do now is go ahead and copy, paste, and name it part maker front. Okay, and just keep that and hide it inside here with these guys and go back on the front frame. And now what we want to do is go to extrude. Now go in just a little tiny bit and then go in one time. Pretty good like that. Okay. Now what we want to do is, that's pretty good for the headlights section area. So what we want to do now is go to F4 front view, get your loop selection tool, and you want to hold your control key down and go in here and deselect those. And if you're going to go ahead and do this side, you can do that too, but I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to delete those anyways. And then go back and grab this right here, your axis tool or your axis, and pull it back about that far right there for our grill area. That's where our grill is going to go. Okay. Now delete those areas, and of course go back in here and grab those areas. You can do, and this is what I was talking about before. Now I got to go back in here and individually select these areas so that I can delete them. Sometimes the best area is just to or when you're selected, the best thing to do is just go over select, and then there may be bigger pieces that are easier to unselect. Okay, delete. Now we need to do a line loop selection, which is this right here. Boom. Do a small extrude outward, and then go ahead and pull it back just a little tiny bit, and then do one more outward extrude and pull it in a lot more. Not too much, it's just a little tiny bit on the grill area. There we go. Alrighty. Now we've got to line it up. So the first thing we do when we're lining it up is actually take it, put it in here, hide these parts right here, and then go ahead and show all these parts. Make sure you get the front frame selected. There we go. Go to top view, go to points mode, and excuse me, I have a cold, so select all these points and pull them back so that it matches up with the front of the truck. Go to your materials, double click it. You can just pull it up if you want to. And we want to go to transparency. I guess we can see it so we can line it up correctly. There we go. And pull it out, see where you're at, and go ahead and meet it up with the truck. There we go. That looks pretty good there. And go to front view. And what I forgot to do earlier was actually pull this up some. So we're going to go ahead and pull this up some so it matches with the hood. There we go. Pretty good. Just a little bit more. So it's perfect. There we go. Now, what I've done is actually made it a little too thick or depth wide right here. So what we're going to do now is do a loop selection. Select those and then pull them in a little bit. There we go. That's a lot better. There we go. Now go to F3. We're going to line it up a little bit here. So actually all we're going to do is go here, take these, make sure you select all of them, pull it back a little bit, and then grab these and pull these back again so we line it correctly, and then do these, pull them back just a little bit. There we go. We want a little bit of air between them. So when we render, we get a nice looking render that has that little space there. We don't want it fits too snug. So there we go. Grab these and pull them back just a little bit. So it fits on there. There you go. There we go. Okay. It's looking good. It's on there. It's on there. We got some adjusting to do right there, but that's good. We've got that lined up with the front there. There we go. It is lined up. And there is our front frame to the grille and the headlights area of the truck. But we've got one little more area to fix right here. And as you can see, it should be a little bit more curved here. So what we're going to do is actually just grab these points right here and move them in like that. And let's check to see how that's fitting on the front end there. See, we've got a little bit more tweaking to do here. So we'll just grab all those, pull them in just a little bit. There we go. Looks good there. How about there? We gotta go ahead and grab those right there. Pull them in a little tiny bit. And the same thing with these down here. Pull them in a little bit. There we go. All right, now we're lined up pretty good. Front, sides, everywhere on there. And you can see already where our bumper is going to go on here. What we want to do one more time is go to the line selection, do the loop selection, or the line tool, select that, and do an extrude one more time. Outward, inward. You can go ahead outward like this a little bit further, and then use your scale tool and scale this in. There we go. And we may go ahead and pull that back out, pull that back in a little bit, extrude it just a little tiny bit to give us a good edge, and then one more time, then go to your scale tool. There you go. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. There we go. All right, good. Our front end grille is done. Now let's save. And next, what we're going to do is start to model in the headlights on that. So, see you on step 14.